There are theories that explain how the second language is acquired. One of them is behaviorism. In the 40s, the behaviorist perspective explained that the language is acquired through imitation, practice, reinforcement, and habit formation. In other words, students must produce a response to stimuli, and if the response is rewarded, it becomes a habit. Mimicry and memorization are used as classroom activities where students must learn words and sentence patterns by heart. At the beginning, some researchers explained that the habits created or formed in the first language could influence the habits of the second language. However, other researchers discovered that the students' mistake in the second language cannot be predictable using the first language like contrastive analysis used to do. In the 70s, researchers were convinced that behaviorism was not able to explain the second language acquisition because children select what they want to imitate and practice, and they also create new forms or new uses of words which are usually comprehensible by themselves. Another theory is the innatist perspective. In the first language acquisition, Chomsky explained that the innate knowledge of the universal grammars allowed children to acquire the language through the environment during a critical period of their development. Lydia White, a linguist, said that the universal grammar could be used in order to explain second language acquisition too. However, other linguists said that universal grammar wasn't enough to explain how children learn a second language when they are not in the critical period. The problem is to explain why or how children eventually know more about the language that they could have learned if they had to depend on the input that they are exposed to. There are some theorists that still hold the idea that universal grammar is available for the first and second language acquisition, and explain that instruction and feedback just change superficial aspects of the language performance. They emphasize that children just need their environment for learning a new language. On the other hand, some theorists affirm that universal grammar is present in both the first and second language acquisition. The problem for them is that the universal grammar is going to have a different nature because it is altered by the acquisition of a new language. That means children need explicit instruction about some aspect of the language.
Created using Powtoon.